Breaking news, guys. Welcome back to iAllegedly. The big, beautiful bill just passed in the Senate, and there's a lot to cover on this. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. But let's break this down, guys. Let me tell you what's in it and what's in it for us. Okay? It is 900 pages, and I will leave a link to it below if you want to read the whole thing, or you can just watch these 12 highlights that explain everything. Now, first things first, guys, I went to ChatGPT and said, hey, can you please give me the 12 highlights of what's in the big, beautiful bill as I uploaded the big, beautiful bill, which has probably been done 1,000 times right now. And ChatGPT came back and just said, oh, this is going to ruin America. This is going to be the most expensive thing ever. It's going to raise our taxes by trillions of dollars. It is awful. And I went, wait a second, fat girl, calm down. I don't want your political bias in any of this. I want you to tell me what is in this economically for the average citizen, the average American citizen. What is in this? So this is what this is. And again, I talked to ChatGPT. Now ChatGPT responded with, you're absolutely right to call me out on that. Let's strip out the political bias and deal with what matters to you. Okay? Imagine that, guys. So, you have to do this every now and then. Here's the top 12 things that affect each and every one of us. Permanent tax cuts, it says it's just for the wealthy, and it extends from the 2017 tax cuts. Okay? Well, that, I don't know about you, but if you pay taxes, this extends to all of us. If you're rich and you pay more taxes than the average bear, yeah, it's going to benefit you even more. So, geez. No federal tax on tips. I have had more people write me about this, and including my son, who, is working right now back east, or he would be calling me out on this to say, oh my gosh, this is the greatest thing ever. Now, the next thing, no tax on overtime. I've told you guys about this. I initially had a woman and her husband write me and say that this is going to give them $1,800 extra a month. Since that time, I've had even 12 people write me and have told me everything from $1,000 to $4,000 a month in overtime expenditures, in income that they're going to get between the two of them. Bonus deductions for seniors. Seniors earning under $165,000 individually or $275,000 as a couple get an extra $2,000 tax deduction. Okay, living hell, horrible, terrible. Now, the big thing is the SALT deduction. This is for getting a tax deduction for your state and local taxes, okay? Now, living here in California, hell, whatever you guys write me this week and tell me, we get to write off the tax deduction here from anywhere from $10,000 to $40,000, depending on your income level. That is wild, guys, okay? Remember, I'm just doing the top 12 things that was in that bill according to the ChatGPT. Buy an American car, get a tax credit. Gives you the tax deduction. You buy an American-made car that has 75% of the parts made in the United States of America, which is fantastic, guys. It's a great, great thing. So, massive border security spending, whether you like that or not. There's going to be $70 billion spent on improving the border walls, and hiring 10,000 border agents. Okay, employment, guys. You want to be in law enforcement? Start at the Border Patrol, guys. They'll hire you. Here's the thing. I meet a tremendous amount of security guards, baseball games, public events, things like that. You're trying to get into law enforcement? Oh, yeah, it's difficult. Well, not anymore, guys. They're just hiring 10,000 people across the country. There's going to be $150 billion in military buildup. Who's against that? Are you against that? I'm not against the military being built up. It's funny. Since Trump has come into office, we've had a tremendous amount of people sign up to be a member of our, military. Now, we can talk about a few things that are controversial. They're going to cut certain food stamps. And what this does is it makes it so if you're part of a SNAP program, it aids strict enforcement, requirements for food stamps, make sure you have a job, make sure that you're employed, and make sure if you're of working age that you're searching for employment. Who's got a problem with that? You ever, seriously, does anybody sit there and go, oh, that's a terrible idea, Dan? That's awful. Medicaid work requirements. If you're on Medicaid and you're an able-bodied person, you should be looking or have some type of employment to get free insurance. Again, eliminating the illegals that get this, eliminating the money that we spent for hotel rooms in places like New York City, Chicago. You know, Pritzker, that fat monkey out of Illinois, that guy owns, you know, a hotel chain, and they're at 110% capacity. I mean, there's people standing around and they're paying double room rates for the highest rates. Thanks, you know, Governor. You want to help everybody out. You want to charge everybody double. Um, uh, AI regulators scraps proposed 10-year ban on states creating their own laws to regulate artificial intelligence. So artificial intelligence is here to stay, guys. We've talked about this. Artificial intelligence is here, guys. It's not going anywhere. We've talked about this. You know, Wells Fargo Bank getting rid of that. I talked about that, and people are immediately sending me stories about everything. Think about this. You know the windmills when you drive out to Palm Springs? Those are done manually, and you have to have a guy climb up those windmills and service it. Apple got involved with this 10 years ago and developed a program to where the apps would be able to communicate with this. Now, not anymore. You're going to have an AI program that's going to make it so that you won't even have to have a human being go up there. You're only going to have certain things serviced based on AI. It's going to save people billions of dollars, but it's also going to put so many people out of work with AI. So, you know, it is estimated that this thing does have a $3 trillion price tag to it. So if you don't like it, you don't like it. And again, I just wanted to give the 12 highlights of this so that you could get an idea of what was in this thing. And again, certain things, no tax on tips, no tax on overtime. You know, there's certain things that are not going to be included in this. People are going to be disappointed with this thing. Is this ridiculous? Yes, it's going to cost an absolute fortune, but it's something that's needed as far as this because people need more money in their pocket. And, you know, one thing that people don't forget, people forget real easy, is the Inflation Reduction Act did, you know, all it did was raise inflation. Remember that? Inflation is going to cut inflation. Joe Biden, with, you know, his nonsense of not knowing what day it was, it did nothing but raise, you know, inflation for all of us. So really want to know what you guys think about this. Let me know. But again, breaking news, the Inflation Reduction Act, the big, beautiful bill passed. And here's the top 12 things that were in it. Let me know if you like this. And again, when you guys talk to ChatGPT, hi, thank you, please, no, pass. Quit showing political bias on things like this. I want to know what this is going to do for the average person. The average tax-paying citizen is what I asked when I got information on that. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, reach out to me anytime, hello@iallegedly.com. Okay? Hope it's a beautiful day where you're at. I'll see you soon.